Good morning, Paul and Bhargav. It's Monday, the 3rd of July. Here's the heads up brief for today. For the Southeast Asia production, we covered 21 issues. In North Asia, we covered 5, and for Australasia and the Pacific Islands, we covered 6. In South Asia, we covered 15 issues, plus the major issues in Europe, Middle East, and Africa.
Okay, thanks. And it was a relatively quiet weekend, guys. Thank you. I mean, as far as the production goes, hope you both had a good weekend. Go ahead.
So in Thailand, the Move Forward Party and the Pheu Thai Party have been unable to reach a clear agreement over the House Speaker position. This is as Parliament opens today, and the House Speaker vote is set for tomorrow.
Look, this is really interesting. Obviously, when people sit on a high box on the other side of the world or think they're an expert on Thailand, what they're very rarely doing is understanding the complexities of how political parties, the players within them, and the motivations within the political world, particularly financial motivations, plays out when democracy is tried to form in a country where it's hardly the basis of building the country. So it is going to be very interesting to see how what appears to the outside world a step in the right direction for ideal democracy pans out as it moves forward, because I think there's a lot of complexities ahead in whether a minority coalition forms, whether Kun Peter of the Move Forward Party gets banned because of his media shareholdings, which way the establishment's going to play this, and also how Thaksin and Kun Peter's affiliates are going to play this. Frankly, I think anybody that knows how this is going to play out is either on the Privy Council or they're delusional, but it is fascinating. Thanks for drawing it to my attention, Uday.
Yep. And also in Thailand, a commander stated that the army is planning to withdraw troops from the Deep South by 2027. The commander claimed that there has been a gradual withdrawal of troops already underway in the region, and the number of security forces have been bolstered by increasing police and defense volunteers.
Look, the reality there is I want to task somebody internally to go through the database and let me know the first incident, not just within when these provinces were part of Thailand, but when also they were part of Malaysia. And then just from our own database, the odd 15 years it's been going, how many incidents there have been. We need to put this in perspective, because typically what happens is they try to put the police in charge, the police get annihilated. The politicians, and make no bones about it, that have commercial interests down south then get upset that the police got too brutally murdered, so they ask the military to come back in. So I think we're going to see an oscillating yo-yo of the army coming out, the army going back in, failed peace talks, people pretending they want to annihilate people down south. They need them to push the movement of people, the movement of oil, and a whole myriad of other businesses down through the south. But let's get somebody to interrogate our database and just have that sent to me personally, would you? Thank you.
Yeah, sure, we'll do that, Paul.
Uday, preferably before I leave here, I'm actually going to Thailand Thursday and on to China Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So if I could have it Wednesday be 3 p.m.
Yep.
That'd be great. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, sure, we'll do that. In Cambodia, the 3-week-long campaign period for the general elections began on the 1st of July. The campaign period will end on the 21st of July, and the elections will take place on the 23rd of July.
And I guess it's not hard to predict who's going to win a one-horse race. Okay, moving on. Thank you.
And in Myanmar, the Myanmar National Democratic Alliance Army, the Thang National Liberation Army, and the Arakan Army issued a joint statement threatening to take action against groups disrupting, targeting, extorting, or destroying foreign projects in the country.
Okay, what do you interpret into that?
It's that they're trying to exercise control over the provinces or states that they have power in, and basically signal that, you know, we are the powers here and you have to deal with us when it comes to foreign companies.
That's right. And I think, so what is the key relationships they have? who are they doing business with across that border, what type of business, and there's a lot of complexities around those questions I've just asked. It wouldn't hurt to just workshop that as a team and probably answer some of those questions after you have a close look at the geography, all right?
Yeah, sure, we'll do, Paul.
Thank you.
In South Asia, in Pakistan, there's a protest at the Swedish embassy in Islamabad today, and there were protests in Karachi and Lahore yesterday against the burning of the Quran in a recent protest in Sweden.
This is a problem across South Asia or even Middle East for that matter. Sweden doesn't directly have a geopolitical overlap with Pakistan, but still, the Islamist groups use this as an opportunity to stay relevant in the masses. And you see that with some of the Hindu groups as well. Whenever there's a statement or a stupid movie coming up, so they come onto the streets and start burning or throwing pelting stones at theaters. So we need to keep a close eye on this. Sometimes this gets out of hand, becomes a nationwide lockdown kind of a scenario, especially in Pakistan.
Yeah, we'll keep a close eye on this. In India, the National Investigation Agency said that it would establish a joint mechanism with the Haryana, Punjab, and Chandigarh police. This is to tackle criminal gangs and syndicates operating across the north of India.
This is an interesting and important development. Haryana specifically surrounds Delhi from three sides, and anything which happens in Haryana will reflect on Delhi, where there are major businesses. This is interesting to note.
Right. In Europe, protests and riots continue in France over the police's killing of a teenager.
All right, thank you.
Poland will deploy more security along the border with Belarus. This is as the Wagner Group goes and relocates to Belarus as per the agreement with Moscow.
That's interesting. Thank you.
And lastly, the United Nations Security Council has voted to end the peacekeeping mission in Mali. They will withdraw by the end of December. This comes as the Wagner Group is being increasingly deployed there, and relations between Mali and Russia have also been growing.
It's about time that the Western powers, more specifically the UN, reads the room and know where they're not wanted. UN mission in Mali has been ineffective, and greater reliance on the likes of Wagner Group and Russia it demonstrates that.
Right. That's the heads up brief for today. Anything else?
Yeah, just from me, Uday, could you get someone to knock out about a one-page brief for me? Within 7 days is fine. Just want to get a bit of background on American involvement in Yemen.
Yep.
And other key involvements of other superpowers behind or in addition to the complexities of the insecurities there. If it's easier, just have someone throw an audio brief for me, mate, whatever's easier for the team, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.